Sort of Ruth, I trust that this message meets you guys in good spirits. If the Lord has recently led you to this channel, welcome. We're happy to have you, and Jesus is, of course, always happier. So I have a word, but before I get into the word, I want to answer a question for someone who posed a question to me recently. This person asked me, why is it that there are so many voices that are speaking about kingdom marriage? And the person expressed concern over the fact that there's other stuff going on in the body of Christ, there's other stuff going on in the world, and that there are so many people, so many voices that preach about kingdom marriage or that teach on kingdom marriage. And that person felt like there was an imbalance. So, to answer this as simply as I can, if you look around at our society, why do you suppose that there is so much dysfunction in our society at present? It starts with the breakdown of the family unit. My grandmother used to say charity begins at home. Love stems from the home environment, and that you can go out there and love others if you first don't know how to love those of your household, if you're not first aware of how to love those in your household. Okay? There is a breakdown of the family structure, and that is because families are not being built on a strong and solid foundation of marriage. The institute of marriage itself has broken down. And so the structure of the family has broken down. And when the structure of the family has broken down, that acts as a catalyst for all of the chaos that goes on in society. People are coming out of homes where there was no love. There was absolutely no affection shown. And so these people come out into the society reflecting what they took from their home environment, if that makes sense. So that is why it is so important. This is why the Lord has raised up so many of us to speak on kingdom marriage, to speak on marriage the way He intended for it to be, not the way Hollywood portrays marriage, not the way it is seen in a society that is godless without God. Okay? The way God intended for marriage to be. So we need to speak about it. We need to speak on it. It's important. Okay? So let me go ahead and tell you all about the dream and also the meaning of it. And as you listen to me relate the dream and also the meaning, you're going to know if this is for you. Okay? So I had this dream recently. In the dream, this lady was in what looked like a bedroom with a group of people, okay? It seemed like she was having some kind of meeting in there with these people, and they were having like an open discussion. She was leading the discussion, except that this thing was happening again in a bedroom, which I found to be very strange. I'm going to get into that in a moment. Toward the end of her talk with these people, as she's about to wrap up, someone from the group says, is there anything else that anybody else would like to say? At that point, a man comes forward. And I should also add that the woman's mom was also in the room, okay? A man comes forward from the crowd, and I can see that the lady, the speaker, the one who was leading the conversation, she seemed very surprised. It looked as though she did not even know that he was there. And she hadn't expected him to be there either. This man comes forward. He has this box in his hand. It's a jewelry box. And he begins to speak. The entire room falls silent as he's speaking. He says, I was planning to do this on her birthday, but I might as well go ahead and do it now. And then the moment he says that, I know that he's about to propose to her, and she knows that he's about to propose to her as well. But as he opens the box and he's about to get down on one knee and he takes the ring out of the box, the ring falls, okay? And it falls onto the floor, And he immediately gets down on all fours and he's looking for this ring, but he can't find it. And then some of the people try to come forward to help him look for the ring. But the woman, she waves them away with her arm and she's like, no, let him do his thing. Let him look for it on his own. Okay? He ends up not finding the ring. And so he leaves to get a replacement ring. All right? While he is gone, she's talking to her mother. And her mother says to her, do you know what it's going to cost him to have to get a replacement ring? It's going to be very costly for him. And that was the end of the dream. So let me get into the meaning now. For whoever this is for, you're in your marriage season. That's the first thing. The second thing is, even though you're in your marriage season, you don't expect this person, this man, to come forward and propose to you at the time that he's going to. When he does, it is definitely going to catch you off guard. Okay? Now, this place where these people were having this conversation was a bedroom. A bedroom is a very intimate space. So this is what that translates to. There are too many people in your business, for whomever this is for. You have an audience. You do not need to have that audience. Those people do not need to be there when this thing happens for you. I am willing to bet that one of the reasons why that man could not find that ring was because there were too many people in that small room. If all those people had cleared on out of there, he would have been able to find that ring. Okay? And the fact that she waved them away and told them, let him look for it for himself, that tells me that a lot of these people who are around you, this audience that you have, they may look as if they want to help you birth the promise, but they don't. They're just a distraction. Their very presence is going to delay your promise, okay? So you do not need an audience. It's going to cost you to have these people around you. It's not going to kill the promise, because I remember that the woman, in her mind, she was thinking, I'm still engaged. Even though there is no ring, we're still engaged. This thing is still going to happen. She was thinking that, okay? So these people cannot stop your promise from coming to fruition, but they can cause unnecessary chaos because of their presence. So heed this word. It is a warning. Get rid of the audience, okay? I hope that this message blessed someone. I will be back with another word as soon as the Lord releases me. Take care.